Welcome back to 256 Garage, everybody. This week we got this 94 Nissan. Broke a fuel line, set for a while. We fixed the fuel line for him. He could drive it a couple days, and then it just shut off and quit running. Wouldn't hardly crank back like it wouldn't get no fuel. So we went over and checked it out. Never could get it to run, so we loaded it on a trailer and towed it back up here. And let me show you what we got going on with it. So we pulled the bed off, took the fuel pump assembly out. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, but well, if you look at the sock, well, that's what the bottom of the tank looks like. Looks like that sock. If you can see down in there, see how bad it is. The whole tank is like that. So anyway, we've got a new tank and a new pump assembly. So we're going to put this new tank on here and get the new pump and everything in it. Put some good fresh gas in it, and see if we can't get this thing to running. It's a nice little truck. I don't remember the miles exactly. Don't have a lot of miles on it, but it's a good little old truck. Too good just to let go to waste. So he's got us putting a new tank and pump in it, and we're gonna get that done and go from there. Okay, we got the gas tank out. This is probably one of the easiest gas tanks here is to drop. Of course, we already had the fuel lines out, but I probably would. Nah, I'd still take a bed off, change the fuel pump. I wouldn't drop a gas tank, change the fuel pump. But you got 3 bolts on this end, 3 bolts on the other end. Come straight down. We got our brand new one from Rock Auto. Here it is. And they are not cheap. These gas tanks are about $400. With a brand new gas tank, you can see how good that thing looks. Clean inside, brand new outside. We're fixing to get it up in there and then get our fuel pump assembly put together and get it up in there and then try to get some gas in this thing. Okay, we got the gas tank in. Now we're going to get our fuel pump rounded up. I think we've actually got to swap it over to this housing, so we'll get this housing cleaned up. I'll find the fuel pump first and we'll go from there. Let me get it up here a little better where you can see it. Like I said, I think we actually got to use this housing and stuff, so I'll get our fuel pump, we'll get it figured out and go from there. Okay, here's our new fuel pump. It comes with a new sock and everything, so we'll be good to go. I'll get this and tore apart. We'll get this thing cleaned up, and then we'll put our new fuel pump on it, mount it up, and get it in. Okay, I'd stop the camera there because the new fuel pumps, and I had to hunt a nut and I didn't want to sit through all that. The new fuel pump come with one stud that was the same and one stud that was a different size, and it didn't come with new nuts. So I had to find a nut that would fit that stud to hold the ground wire on. So that's why I stopped the camera. But anyway, there it is assembled. I'll get the new sock on. We'll put this thing in. Okay, I like to take something like a little Vaseline, put on the seal. That way it kind of helps hold it in place, keeps it from jumping around. Ain't all messy. Take our new fuel pump, slide it in here. Okay, I just got the fuel pump back in. Before I hook these lines up, I'm gonna get some air out here and I'm gonna blow all the way through the lines. I'm gonna take them loose under the hood and make sure I can blow clean to the filter, from the filter and all that. Make sure there's no trash in it. Okay. All right, we're gonna crank it up and see if it'll run. There it is. Running good. Make sure we ain't got no leaks. Everything looks good back here. Now I don't know how I'm gonna get that bed on by myself. That's gonna be interesting. We're just gonna let it sit here and run for a little while, let it idle. See what it does. Maybe somebody will come up and can help me set the bed on. But I'll just leave it running for right now. Let it run a little while and come back to it. Well, this is gonna do it for our Nissan fuel pump install. Nobody ever showed up, so the bed's not put on yet. If somebody don't show up tomorrow or Saturday, Drake and Alan will be back and then I can get it put on. But it's running. I just like to get the bed on and test drive it, but you know, I could probably drag a cherry picker out here, pick up the back, you know, kind of work the front towards there. Or I could probably call somebody, but I'm not going to call nobody, get them up off their couch, come out here and help me put a bed on. Teddy gets to want it, maybe he'll run out here and help me put it on. Ha. Bring some of them football players. But anyway, that's it. It's ready to go. As soon as we get the bed on, I'm going to drive it around the block a few times, put some good gas in it, some good 93, maybe some fuel treatment, because them injectors and all that's, you know, they've been sitting as long as the pump and all that has, so it'll be good to run some of that through. But hope this helps somebody out. Keep checking us out, 256 Garage.